So, I slapped a girl. Yeah, we're just about to jump straight into this one. This story takes place in about the 4th or 5th grade during recess, the place where all our greatest grade school memories take place. So as we're outside playing, a couple of my friends and I are playing hide and go seek. As we're playing, more kids see what we're doing and they want to come join us. Eventually, one of the kids that joined us wanted to change the game to tag. I was against this idea because I was killing it in hide and go seek that day and I didn't care what these outsiders had to say. But unfortunately, we decided to take a vote and the majority wanted to play tag. So naturally, I just played along with everybody else because it didn't really matter what we played as long as we were all having fun.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
I left everybody and I went to play by myself because who do they think they are, coming and changing up the game just because they're trash at hide and go seek? But for some reason, one of the other kids didn't get the memo that I wasn't playing with them anymore, because when they started, she ran over to me and said, "Tag, you're it." And we're gonna name this person Jane. So I tell Jane, "I'm not playing tag with you guys, leave me alone." Nope. She continues to just touch me over and over and over again, saying, "Tag, you're it." Eventually, I get tired of this and I start to just walk away from her. But Jane was walking right behind me saying, "Tag, you're it, tag, you're it, tag, you're it, tag, you're it." I tell her again to stop and she keeps on doing it. So I do the only logical thing I can think of. I ran away from her. I thought this might get her off my back, but nope. This girl is sprinting right behind me saying,
I want to say that I'm coming to get you.
"Oh, heck no!" I don't know what else to do at this point, so as I'm running away, I'm yelling at her to leave me alone. Nope. She continues chasing me for what seems like an eternity, and then eventually she catches up to me. But when she caught up to me, she didn't just tag me on the back saying, "You're it." She grabs me by my right arm like a WWE grapple and yanks me towards her. And as I'm turning around towards her, my left arm is extended and it slaps the taste buds out of her mouth. Now, I didn't mean to do this, but the way she pulled me and my arm being extended, it kind of all just happened. And I started apologizing to Jane and asking her if she's okay because I didn't mean to slap her. So I get closer to her to make sure she's alright, and I noticed there's this giant red handprint on the side of her face where I slapped her.
Strike.
Then I look at her eyes and she is bawling.
Strike.
Jane's also white.
Strike. Batter out.
I knew that if the teacher saw what happened, my life was over. So I'm frantically trying to apologize, but then I noticed something. Jane's eyes changed from sadness to rage, like almost in an instant. And the second I noticed this, every hair on my bald faded head is telling me to book it. So that's what I do. And not even half a millisecond later, I turn around and this girl is chasing me again. And I know it's not for tag this time. She was about to make sure I won't ever have to worry about being it ever again. But even as she's chasing me, I'm still trying to apologize, but she does not care. She's screaming at me as she's chasing me, and now the teachers hear what's happening, so they come and intervene, thankfully. One of the teachers takes Jane inside to help her calm down, and another one's talking to me trying to understand what's happening. So explaining to them what happened and that me slapping her was an accident, but I knew that no matter what I said, I was about to go down for 25 to life. So after I explain everything to the teacher, they make everybody come inside early for recess. We get back to the class and I can feel all the daggers that are looking at me. The other kids don't know exactly what happened, but they know that I'm the reason that their recess time got cut short. And they were not cool about that. So now pretty much everyone is wanting to send me to the guillotine. After some more time passes though, the teachers call me outside in the hallway. I walk into the hallway and I see Jane and all the other teachers that were with us outside at recess. Jane is holding her face and the spot where I slapped her is even worse than before. One of the teachers speaks up and says, "Jane, explain to us what happened. She said that you slapped her. Is that true, Armani?" Yeah, it was an accident, but she was chasing me and I didn't want to play. Okay. So we gave Jane two options on what you could receive as punishment. We can either call your parents or we can change your color to red. After the teacher says that, I look at Jane and she is staring into my soul. And there's about a good 15 seconds of silence when all of a sudden Jaden says, change his color to red. I was utterly destroyed on the inside. I knew that my goose was going to get cooked when I got home. But honestly, that wasn't even the worst part. The worst part was the fact that it felt like no one was listening to my side of the story. It just seemed like everyone saw the crying little girl and were ready to sentence me. Now, I didn't hold any ill will to Jane after this event, but this was honestly one of my worst school experiences ever. So I guess the moral of the story is, teachers, do your job, bro. Because if those teachers were doing their job, none of this would have even happened. They would have saw her chasing me and they would have intervened and I wouldn't even have to slap her, bro.